Andy, what's your take on starting a business or making a big move right now with all the uncertainty in the world?
I think it's a great time. I think it's a great time to start a business because I think most people are sitting on their hands waiting for everything to get better.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people are playing defense. They're going into their shell. And, I think the companies that are highly offensive right now are going to win. And I know there's supply chain issues and there's things that hold back certain industries. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who weren't prepared for these issues that are closing, right? There's a lot of businesses that just closed because of the pandemic.
600,000.
And I hate to say this, but that's an opportunity, right? Like there's an opportunity for those people that are looking to become entrepreneurs to fill some of these holes that have been left closed or left open because our government is tyrannical and unreasonable, and so as much as I hate to say, one person's loss is another person's gain, that's reality of the situation. I could think of 2 or 3 buddies that own gym franchises that are kicking ass because a lot of these big box gyms closed during the pandemic. Right. So that it leaves a vacuum for new people to come in. And so I think there's a big vacuum with restaurants. I think there's going to be a huge want and need for these smaller restaurants these mom and pops to reopen. And I think there's all kinds of opportunity. I think that, the times in my life where we've done the best in business have been in the worst times of society. The 5 years after 2008 crash, we grew 100% because no one in our industry was trying to grow. They all tried to go in their shell. And all those companies that went in their shell during that time, they're all closed now. We took their shit, right? Same thing the last couple years. Like our company has grown incredibly fast because we were poised to take advantage of the technology that would allow us to do things remote and all these different things. We were at that point. And so I always see hardships in society as an opportunity to start a business or to grow a business and get offensive. When everybody's going left, that's when you need to go right. And that's how I believe. That's how I've always operated, with very few exceptions. And I think that if you're a real entrepreneur, and you're really, because dude, look, at the end of the day, entrepreneurship's been overhyped where people think that it's for them when it's really not. And I think a lot of not savvy entrepreneurs right now are scared shitless.
Yeah.
They're trying to just survive. And a lot of entrepreneurs who are at heart risk-taking entrepreneurs who are willing to fucking go out there and put their nuts on the line are winning big because they're doing just that.
Right.
I think there's an awesome opportunity to build teams right now because I think a lot of people are seeing this situation with their companies maybe forcing certain things or making them do things they didn't believe in. And there's a lot of really highly skilled people that are working for companies that are woke, that are looking to leave.
Yeah.
And they're looking to find, and ask me how I know. I've hired almost 300 fucking employees in the last year and a half.
Right.
275.
Yeah.
So, and most of those people come from these places. And our team has got infinitely stronger and infinitely better and much bigger because of the policies of some of these bigger places that, people just don't want to do that shit no more.
Not buying it, no.
Yeah. Like people don't want to work for Globo fucking Coca-Cola. They don't want to do that shit.
Right.
Like it's not, their heart ain't in it. There's no mission to be had, right? There's a mission here. There's a mission in what we do. There's a mission in some of these smaller companies that are out there trying to do things. And I think Americans are really getting to understand the danger that big corporations pose to society. They're seeing the funds go to these politicians that make these ridiculous laws and these tyrannical mandates and these judges that don't prosecute anybody and let the cities burn. I think people are noticing where that money goes and they're seeing all these companies that support things like the World Economic Forum and they're staying the fuck away from them. And they're getting the fuck out. And that's not me guessing. I'm telling you that's happening. Like that's actually happening because I see it every day here. Yeah. People are still business-wise, they're way behind what's the next trend is going to be. The next trend is going to be pro-America, American made, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. and they're still afraid, you know, like, and they're still fucking saying, oh yeah, dude, I love this free country of America. Motherfucker, the reason you call yourself the silent majority is because you ain't fucking free.
Yeah.
You can't even,
people are waking up to that.
Yeah. You can't, you couldn't even wear a fucking Trump hat to most of these companies without getting fucking fired.
No shit.
And dude, how is that right? Regardless of what you think of Trump. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, people have an opinion and they have the right to have their opinion. And we've had corporate America do the work and the bidding of these giant woke agencies to stifle the opinion of most of America. And, you know, people are tired of it. They want to support companies that aren't scared of it. They want to support companies that understand job creation. They want to support companies that contribute to their own local economy. They want to support companies that stand for the right shit. And people are catching on to this bullshit. So I think there's tremendous opportunity to be had right now. And I think if you don't take advantage of it, you're probably going to get eaten up. Hey guys, do me a favor. If you enjoyed that clip, if it made you laugh, if it made you think, if it made you have a new perspective, go over to iTunes. Check out the full-length podcast. You're going to like it.